Hello one for part 3 of the site thing. I completely forgot about this one actually. So remember, if I miss anything, please put in the description below. Let me know if there's anything I want to see. This is pretty much going over stuff for new players about different sites I use. It's not really a site, but it's a program that everyone should be using if they're playing POB. POE I mean. So one thing I completely forgot about is Path of Building. It's probably something really good to go over. And it especially has to make sure is the community fork. Community fork is what everyone's using now because the original one is not there anymore. That's updated. So community fork is now the main one you want to use. But pretty much all that stuff in here that download, it's in here. I'll link the description below. So pretty much when you open it, this is what it looks like. I completely forgot about this, but this is really good to have. Make sure you're fully updated to the latest version. But when you come in here, you can grab people's bills to look at. It's all showing on the first video about how to import, how to do all that kind of stuff. You can save builds too to work on. So when you come in here, you're gonna have a blank tree. You can, if you want to make your own POB, this is how you would do it. Click on if you want to be like a shadow, you want to be a saboteur. So then you can click on the points. You can click on your pathing, all 123 points. If you take 2 bandits, if you're gonna take a Lara, it lets you do everything. Your Pantheons, how to add your skills here, any items, your calculations, configurations. If you want to add notes for other people to look at, it lets you do everything. So let's just say if I come in here I want to copy someone's build. You can also import your own build. Just make sure this is super sensitive to how you capital. If things are capital on the on their account name, it needs to be capital on here. If it's not, it usually doesn't register correctly. Sometimes you need to make sure where the capital A is, the capital G, capital M, all that, it needs to be correct. So let's say if I want to search for myself, I put my own name in here, and any names you search for, do save in here. So, I put your name in there, hit start. It will show you in every league they play in. So let's say for this league I'm doing Ultimatum. It'll show you all their Ultimatum builds they have as of right now. So if they deleted a character, they took all the gear off, you'll see it as a naked character. Right now in this league, I know I have my Elemental still equipped. I'll hit passive and skills, items, and done. And then I show you everything. It does not show you the bandits or the Pantheons though. I can change the main skill now, and now I can see what their tree looks like as a current state. Their ascendancy, the cluster jewel setups, which is finally fixed now. This wasn't fixed for a while. What their jewels are. Timeless jewel. These will not show you if they have timeless jewels that change these things. It'll only show you this one that changes. It won't show you these. What a watcher's eye is, what kind of mediums, large clusters they're using. It shows everything. It does not show though a leveling version. It shows you what their final version looks like. But say if I wanted to see what the 4-link looks like, it will show you in their helmet. They have these 4 in there. And it'll show you that they're all linked. Like this one, it shows you in the boots, they have these 4 linked. There's no weapon, the other these are linked together. It's just 4, 1, 1. It shows you anything that gives you a certain skill, like Fire Burst gives on the bow. That's why it's down here like this. So you have the elemental weakness. It shows you where it's coming from. And you can look at their gear, it shows you that the bow. You can also add items if you want to see items work better on the build. It shows you what Watcher's Abyssal Eye they're using on the Stygian Vice. Stuff like this. And you can also play around with this kind of too. And see, pretend this is my current build right now. But let's just say if I was trying to upgrade the build. I want to know, is a Headhunter good on the build? Just type in Headhunter. Find it. Here it is. And then you can just, you can either drag it or you can just double click on it. And it'll bring it up to here where you can change influences. You can change the catalyst, the life roll. You can edit it, all that kind of stuff. You want to go in here and edit out the numbers and make it perfect. Then you can definitely do all that kind of stuff and say add the build. And now it's on here. So now if I go to my belt, if I switch to Headhunter, it shows that I lost damage. It doesn't apply the Headhunter buffs when you do this. It just shows the overall, you know, like if I switch to like one or the other, what's it actually showing me. I think that's the main thing about this. And say also, if I'm on the trade site, I can find my trade site. Usually helps too. So let's say if I'm on the trade site, I want to try to find upgraded weapon. So I would go imbue one. If I know on my build I need a cold damage. Hold on. Easy to do like this actually. Wait, that's the wrong build. Never mind. That's the other build. So I'll actually not use this one. We'll use the Cold Slinger one. So say if I wanted to upgrade this one, that's a 48 spell damage plus 1 all cold. I would just go here, type in Imbue one, look for a cold. You know, like if I want to do like a certain type of crits on here, you can type in anything you want. You know, plus 1 all skills, run from spell damage. Because it's a imbue one, I want to keep them separate, not pseudo. Make it easier for me. And let's say I'm looking for one that has a flat 80 roll on it. You know, I can see the 25 exalts, 120 exalts. And it shows you right here what T2 looks like. You know, T1, T2. So let's say if I wanted to lower this down to maybe like, you know, 70. There's one right here. This is a hybrid. Yeah, caster is, so it's hybrid mana spell, flat spell, and cold. So let's say, you know, this is too expensive still. And my current one I'm using right now says it's a 48%. So I want to try to find one that's above 48 at least, so we can try like maybe a 60. You know, I'm seeing like 3 prefix. It's an upgrade, but it's not going to help. So that's one thing to look at this. If you're looking for certain like prefix suffixes, is like this one right here. So this one has 2 prefixes, 3 suffixes. So if I want to upgrade it, I need to look at this tier 3 higher. If you want to see if it's better or not for your build, just hit copy item. Go back to here, hit create custom. This is how you can copy builds, Control V. It'll copy the exact one that's on there right now. Hit create, add the build. Then you can switch between the 2 wands, which is actually this one because it's price 3 exalts, so you know this is the new one. So it's 473 with the current one. It's actually less. Oh yeah, so it's missing the enchant. That's actually important with this build. So with the enchant missing, you actually need to add the enchant too. What is a pain to do? There's a way to do it, I just gotta remember how to do it. It's been a while since I've added enchants and stuff, but I know you do it through here. There we go. Add modifier. It's a prefix. Then we're looking for cold damage overtime multiplier. So make sure you find the correct one, which makes it hard on this. This one, I think. Yeah, so we'll just take this one for now. It should be a 20, but I'm not sure where the 21 is. So let's just say we did the 18 one. So you see now it's more damage. So you see it's more damage now. So that the you can see that's an upgrade with a cold enchant. It's also not the 21. I just don't know where the 21 is. It's a pain about to find them, but you can see that it's overall 473. 483. So you see it's a 10k damage increase. It's an easy way of finding if your item is better or not for your build is to pretty much plug it into here and see if the damage goes up or damage go down. Like say if you want, also it works with uniques too. It's a lot easier than trying to craft your own item. It's a lot easier because if you're trying to craft your own item from scratch, it's not easy to do. Like say if you want to put a okay, that's I don't care. Say this is a wand. imbue, create, then you can actually sit there and you can actually add in your prefix and suffixes that you personally want. Modifiers, corrupted, if it's influence. You can add all that kind of stuff to really see, like what a perfect version of your build look like end game. It works real easy with uniques. Like say if you didn't want a bated breath and you wanted a different belt instead, you can just grab the belt, move it in, find the rare, copy, paste it over, and it makes it a lot easier. And it's a good way too if you want to see to import builds. I forgot about this one too. This was actually a question that gets asked too. So take an import, export. This is how you can generate your own. You can grab so if anyone links you'll see in people's videos at the bottom say like POB. They'll have like something like some HTTP pastebin blah blah blah. You would actually copy it, go here import, and then Control V, and it'll pop up here and hit import, and import. It'll import their whole entire build as it was on that video. If it's from a POE Ninja, you need to make sure you put import build entering a code because they're codes, not pastebins. And let's say if you had, say if I had my Flame Burst build and I wanted to import the code, you can actually import your own builds doing this by hitting generate. It'll generate the code that goes here, but you don't want codes. You want to hit share with pastebin, and now these are the pastebins that you normally would see that enter in here. So if I can take this one, copy it, and now I can give this to anyone if they want to copy my build. See if I hit back real fast. I was looking for a build. Import, and there's my build. So that's a way to actually import other people's builds by doing like that. Say if you want to import another person's build, like say if I want to take MBX Streams build, since his name magically popped up. You have to make sure, I did that, hit start, and you can go to their SF standard build, like the Inquisition build he played in a Gauntlet. Oh, and also when you do this, make sure you're on a fresh tree, because they do get real goofy for some reason. And I'll show you the actual, if it's still geared, still has everything. I'll show you their current, what their thing looked like. And you can definitely change, if you want to change the, what you want to call it? Change whatever skill, you can see their damage output modifier on it. If you want to go through configurations, say like the Cyrus, enemy boss, are they chilled, shocked, frozen? This is where all your damage comes from on most builds. I don't think... Yes, I did on this build. That's why the numbers are so high. But make sure you always choose Cyrus, Awakener 8 or 9. If your build shocks, if your build chills, ignites. If your build does cursing, it'll be up here. If your build has Pride, I think, or Blood and Sand, it's all up here too. Usually this stuff you don't touch. Leave this how it is. Over here, if your build does Power Charge, Frenzy Charge, Endurance Charge, Onslaught, Fortify, Tailwind. Make sure you put all this in because this will show you where your damage comes from. My reserve mana is screwed up because this is selected. There. So now it looks more normal. Sometimes too, that kind of stuff, look for. If they have a Vow skill in their build, the Vow Disciplines, the Vow Purities, a lot of times it won't show you, I don't think I have any on this build. No. It won't show you the regular version. It's always clicked on the Vow version for some reason, so just reverse it. This way you can change gems too. Say if you had a... Is there any gems I can use? Actually, this is not my build. No, this is level 6. No, this is not my build actually. This is someone else's build, it looks like. But let's just say... I want to see what a 21 or... Okay, it's not my build actually. Hold on. Maybe it is actually. Oh, it is. Okay. So let's just say if I wanted to see what would the difference... No, actually, no, it's not. Okay, so let's just say if on here I didn't have level 6 deadly, and maybe I had level 5 instead. I want to see the difference damage would look like. This is where you do it. You can play the numbers, you can play with the quality, you can add new gems, take out gems by disabling it. Like it definitely shows you where that is, all that. You could definitely take a build 2 and hit new, and say if you wanted to put like a new 4 link in there by leveling skills, all that kind of stuff, you can do that all through here. You know, if you want to put notes for people, like, you know, Act 1, grab this stuff for reminding yourself. Act 2, grab this. 3, bandits, do this. You can put all the information in here so anyone can see this information to help them out. But that's pretty much it with POB. Or, yeah, POB. There's a lot of stuff with this to go through. I would 100% recommend using this for your builds. Looking at other people's builds, importing them, exporting them. Figure out, like, you know, do you really need the unnatural? See how much damage if you lose anything with it. Like, that's what it's all about too, is seeing what do skills give you and see where you can change trees around. This is the best place to do it. You know, if you're not sure which point to take for more damage, try different things out. This is where you want to test them on before you put them in your actual build. That's why a lot of streamers, if you ask them, you know, is this item good for my build? They'll tell you, go to POE, go here, import it, and see for yourself. That's what a lot of them tell you, is to use this to see if your build's item's good for your build or not, because it's the only way to know is by checking yourself. Okay, I know what build this is now. Yeah, it's not my build. So, hope everyone liked this video. This was supposed to be the last one, I completely forgot, and it also was a long one, so it's good to keep it separate. But if anyone has any more questions about POB, please put in the description below so I can help answer them, or anyone else can answer them, because I probably forgot something in here, to be honest with you. And Pantheons too, you can select through here. But I think that's it for this thing. And also, if you're doing stuff, you can save builds, save as, stuff like that, so they'll always end up being on here for future to look at. Oh, and also another thing I forgot about, actually, this is important, is down here, a lot of times you see builds will be on default, which might say error and stuff. So pretty much if you see builds on here, see how people have like sometimes different leveling trees, you know, like 1 through 32, then a 32 switch. To make those yourself, you can actually just hit manage tree, and then you can hit new, and then call it whatever you want. Then say if at 1 through 32 I want to add new things, I can hit this one, you know, copy it. So when I copy it, it'll be an exact copy of this one. And then I can pretty much make sure also before you do that, go to 30, like to the next one that you called, add your stuff to it, hit save, and then copy again. Keep doing that. You can make your own skill trees. Like, that's why people's skill trees look like this, where they change their, add more passive, so it's an easier build guide for people to follow. This is where you get it from, is always down here. Always check this on people's guides. Sometimes they have this here, it makes your life a lot easier. So I hope everyone liked the video. If you like, subscribe. If you like, subscribe on below. You can follow me on Twitch. Let me know if I missed anything. There's any thing that you can think would be better for me doing this. I hope this helps everyone out. And we'll try doing crafting on the next video, which is going to be a longer one. I'm not the best at, but we'll give it a try. So thank you for coming out today. Hope to see everyone in the next video.